And welcome to the Positive Force. I'm Titus Wright. Thank you so much for joining us. Got a fantastic show today. We're going to talk about being an effective leader. Now, why would I put effective in front of leader? You can be a leader, but every leader is not always effective. Now, leader is like a title. They say it's a position of a leader. But then you talk about leadership. Now, leadership is the characteristics of actually being. Okay, it's a process, the state of being. That's leadership, all right? That's more of a intangible type of thing. Leader is a title. So let's talk about how to become an effective leader. Now, most leaders know they have to develop an organization. Now, you ask me, what is an organization? Well, an organization is simply a tool or vehicle used to coordinate an action. In other words, every leader knows they cannot do this by themselves. A leader without any followers is simply a man taking a walk. So you gotta kind of have some people to help in your vision, in your, success. There are no self-made millionaires or billionaires. Everybody had to have some type of help. Whether you want to acknowledge them or not is up to you. Now, being an effective leader, what are the characteristics of an effective leader? Well, leaders have character. Obviously, you cannot always change your personality that quickly, but you can develop character. Certain is something you develop. You can learn character. That means having a certain code of ethics, certain way you do things. It's like changing your paradigms. You cannot blame it on your environment or your family or whatever it is. You can change those habits. Change your paradigm. Call it a paradigm shift. As a leader, you must learn to change those paradigms, those bad habits you have. Now, how do you change a bad habit? By putting out a better habit. Okay? One at a time. You can't change overnight, but you can do it gradually. You're on the way. I always say, if I can change every day, improve myself by 1%, just 1%, don't try to conquer the whole world in one day. If I can improve myself as a leader by 1% every day, well, after 100 days, I've changed myself 100%. And you keep doing that over and over again, just 1% better every single day. Learn 1% more every single day. And after 100 days, you are 100% better than you were when you first started. And then you keep that up over and over again. So a leader has to develop good character, good characteristics. A leader also has charisma. I heard someone say this a while ago. I think it was Tony Robbins said that style initially is better than substance. Now, what he was saying is that if you don't have a certain style, charisma, you're not going to draw the people to you. You kind of got to have a drawing factor. So yeah, initially, style is more important than substance initially. You can't just come out with style all the time. You got to eventually come up with some substance. So a leader has charisma. You got to draw people first to the message and then be able to communicate that message clearly. How do you get followers? By being able to communicate your message so well that others will abandon their ideas and take on your ideas. Abandon their vision and take on your vision. Why? Because you clearly communicated that to others. You're a good communicator and you have charisma. So you're drawing people and then you're actually getting people to understand what you're saying. And then as a leader, you got to be inspirational. You got to inspire people, like King, for instance. He said, I have a dream, and people began to buy into that dream. He inspired people. Leaders inspire people. They don't manipulate people, take advantage of people, or belittle people. Leaders build people up. They inspire people. They encourage people. They motivate people. They empower you to become a leader yourself. Notice, it says in the Bible that iron sharpens iron. Wood don't sharpen iron. Plastic don't sharpen iron. How do you sharpen iron? You use iron. So leaders produce other leaders. If you're producing followers, you're not really a leader. You're producing other leaders. Again, iron sharpens iron. A leader, a true leader, an effective leader would want you to become independent of them eventually. They're grooming you or mentoring you to become a leader yourself. So a true leader won't want you to continue to be dependent upon them. Now, most of these great orators, these great motivational speakers had great leaders, had great mentors, and they became great themselves because they had great mentors. If you have a leader that wants you to continue to be a follower for the rest of your life, that's not a great leader. That's not an effective leader. First of all, true leadership is not how many people you have serving you. It's how many people you are serving. That's a true leader. Notice, true leaders don't worry about who's serving them. It's who are you serving? Who are you helping? Who are you motivating? Who are you encouraging? That's a good leader. A good leader encourages. A good leader empowers people to become better. They're uplifting and they're inspirational. True leaders are resource providers. They empower other people. A true leader is a risk taker. They're initiators. They're not afraid because they're leaders. And that's what leaders do. I noticed when I used to watch the original Star Trek, Captain Kirk, he would not send people out there. He would go himself first and they'd follow him. He would not send you. He will take you, okay? True leaders don't send you out there. They go in front of you. They go before you. So a true leader will be willing to put himself out there first, and then you come after that. They operate by example. A true leader operates by doing it first. A true leader is committed to principles and values and ethics. Effective leaders don't lie, don't steal, don't cheat others. They're willing to give to others, to enhance other people, I said before, and to empower other people. They have a set standard of ethics that they cannot break. They refuse to break. They have great moral character. A true and effective leader, they're willing to serve others. I look at Jesus, for instance, when he's a leader. By nature, he's a leader. He was set down as a leader. But guess what? He was here to serve others. He made an example out of that by washing the disciples' feet. Today, we look at that as no big deal. So what? Jesus washed the feet of the disciples. So what? Listen, feet back then were not like feet today. Now we have shoes and we have socks and we have all kind of things. We take showers and all that. But back then, you wore sandals, no socks, if you wore sandals. And you stepped in not just dog stuff, talking about camel stuff, sheep stuff, lamb stuff, everything. Then the roads were not cemented like they are today. These roads were dirty, muddy, and dusty. So washing someone's feet back then was really bad. So Jesus did this. He washed the feet of his disciples. It wasn't a metaphor. He actually had to clean his feet. So that was a very humbling experience. He said, in order to be a leader, you must be willing to serve other people. That's what a true leader is all about. Not how many people serve you or under you or you're in control of, but how many people you are willing to serve. That's how to become an effective leader. A giver and not a taker. An empowerer of people. Creating other leaders. Well, that's our lesson today on how to become an effective leader. Don't forget to subscribe at the bottom or make your comments known about this program. I'm Titus Wright. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.